Hey guys, this is Tigress coming back to you with Craftymon, and quickly want to mention, guys, that's how many days I've been on this world. Almost 700. I double checked New Adventure, I'm about 200 ahead of it. And the reason I double checked New Adventure was because basically I was scrolling through looking for another world earlier. And I was like, oh, New Adventure, I've not been on that since. Quickly going to take the days off, but I was like, not been on that since. Uh. Since I last streamed it. And I was like, oh, 500. Like, I don't know why I was thinking 50 days. 100% know what was overlap. I didn't know what days I was on. And I was like, wait, 500 days? Episode 50, 500? That worked out willingly pretty decently. Also, guys, in between episodes, I did finally sell all the happy gas. I finally did. It's not fair to only be using Eldia as my flyer. Plus, the happy gas has been here this whole time. It's not exactly fair. Also, brown wool I will get to in a second. But first, need to sleep. And second of all, guys, that was those like if you remember, I think it was I don't know, I think it was a couple of months ago. I basically showed how much iron I had in my iron farm. That's 4 snacks worth. That was full. Mm-hmm. Sleeping in my bed. How could you? Oh, the sheets were rubbly. Ugh. Suppose someone else did just jump into it, but anyway. But yeah, that's as much iron as I had in there. Now I have completely emptied it. Put them all there. Now these very much stacks of iron. I have a plan. I don't know if I will use them, but I do have a plan. And if I do go through all that plan, I'm going to need more than that. A lot more. I think I'm going to need like 12, 16, maybe about 20 stacks of iron blocks. Also, I've got all the logs now. Uh, Turns out, like, I think it was like last episode, I was like, guys, I've only got like 3 of them. Like, I had this one, this one. Like, I had like 2 of them. Nope, I had actually 3. I think this is Tiger Stripe. Nope, that. I had that one, because I had a couple of them. I also had the Ashened. So, no, it wasn't that one, it was the Ashened and that. And that, I believe? No. And, guys, I've double-checked this because I went and double-checked. Day 1, we could have found the snow one. If I'd gone looking up the mountain. I found, like, they're rare. It's not where I found that one. I found that one basically down there. Basically, in the 2 spots I showed last episode, they did spawn in that general facility. You're a fisherman. Out. See, the temptation just to block it. Do I have any gates? No, but I have sticks. Oak would look nicer. Although pale could look nice. Like, pale 100% could look nice. Only on this one particular case. What are they called? Okay, no, I was just being an idiot. Because guys, I like leaving these doors open. But if I have to lock, just because it's getting annoying, because I like the dogs. The dogs don't want to be moved. They want to be able to sit nice and comfortably. Plus, I think the gates look nicer. Now, I potentially might just end up moving the dog outdoors and swapping them. But like for the most part, I do kind of like some of these doors open. But like these two, I kind of prefer closed. I will get into what I'm going to get to in a very specific second, but I need to put these leads away. These three brown walls, guys, are from these two. Was it? Yeah, these two. Basically, I was out searching for that one, and then I basically turns out I completely forgot, and guys, I'm an idiot. Also, I'm gonna have a quick little rant. Why the hell did they change that texture? That used to look so nice, but now it kind of looks creepy, and yeah. Now I know this because on Quest, Benji's the exact same one, mainly because it's the default. It was the default one, but on Quest, Benji doesn't look like that. And I keep forgetting about this. So at some point, if I ever do another Minecraft series, I might just chuck a texture pack from the beginning because my only problem with chucking one on now, everything looks different, and I basically build depending on how the texture pack looks. But those two were fine really close, and I believe that was fine attacking a few sheep. Or that was one of them was fine. That one was fine attacking a few sheep, and I basically tamed it, and then it became really good friends. Now that's my war chest. That's kind of annoying. But yeah, so guys, today we are going to be using more cobblestone. Basically, we're going to be carrying on that long ass project. Also, I'm not going to go into spoilers because it's not fair. Minus will want to know. This week's episode of Invincible wasn't I wasn't the biggest fan of it. Like, don't get me wrong, really good episode. It's just one of those cases where it's a particular type. Basically, guys, if you remember a character from season 1, again, spoiler warning now. Not going to go into too much, just going to mention a couple of things. I will mention more during Monster Hunter, which will be out Monday, which in that case it would have been several days, so I don't feel as bad. But basically, a character from season 1 called Damien Darkblood. He comes back in episode 4. And it's not really plot-driven episode. Why not? I mean, are they? They're about the same. No, okay. Hold on, wait. Is it the exact same from this side? I think just classified as slightly taller. Jeez. But yeah, but it was like a Damien Darkblood whole episode of like him in essentially hell, and I watched it. I probably will end up rewatching it, but I wasn't like the biggest fan of it because don't get me wrong, it basically delivered everything I wanted. It's just it wasn't my type of episode because it's one of those cases where it's essentially giving you filler. Which again, guys, I don't mind filler episodes. I love filler episodes because it generally just means seasons last longer and it gives them a bit longer, more of a point to tell a story without needing to do too much. But when it's a weekly episode and all you want to do is watch the next episode, then filler don't. Then it kind of sucks. But again, overall, a really good episode. I'm a lot more positive than I was because I was originally like, "Oh God, why this?" But now I'm definitely more happy than I was. Although, guys, both opened up. I say both. Those double chests are now almost empty. Which does mean I am rolling onto this. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. There's about 33, 34 in there, roughly. Which means I don't have enough cobblestone for what I need, which does mean in between episodes I will be mining. Because at some point, because I plan to like sort of like a wooden walkway to get to this place. Sorry, Ada. And yeah, it's not exactly small. Also, guys, between last episode and this episode, I have slightly shortened it. Not by much. Basically, I came to the realization of, and I'm still in the realization of, why don't I just bring it down to like here? Just go a tiny bit higher. Like bring it sort of like down to here, but like I like it in the background. And you can kind of see everything, but I kind of like it being in this mysterious background area. But yeah, so today we are going to basically be doing one half. I say one half. We're going to basically be going stupid length that way, stupid length up that way, and then covering our way back down. Now, I will be doing 4 each way. And like I say, I'll do this for a few minutes, and I'll cut back to when it's a good bit of it's done. Just because I know for a fact that it's not going to be that interesting. Like I say, I'll do it for a few minutes. And then basically I'll cut back to when my inventory's like fully empty of cobblestone. I say fully empty, it'll basically be right near that point. But yeah, so like, even though I have slightly shortened, guys, it's still massive. And I will basically show you what 2 snacks of 4 wide, like 4 length, because again, this place is going to be massive, does actually look like. Now, the reason I've done 4 is it works out a tiny bit nicer. Guys, that's about 2 stacks of cobblestone. No, 3 stacks. Actually, I'll do one more and show you 4. But like I say, it's gonna be massive. It's my biggest project yet, and I can... Now, I know for a fact that it's gonna take me a couple months. But I'm not gonna be spending like 2-3 months just straight up only working on this. Because this does get boring. I probably will just spend working on this for the next couple of weeks, and then when like I don't want to say when like the main layer's done, then be like, oh, okay, right, this is what we can do for in here, blah, 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 and all that lot. Guys, I'll be back as soon as my inventory is literally fully empty of cobblestone, or at least near, because then I can't actually do any more. So I'll see you when I'm back. So guys, we are back, and we've only got a tiny bit more to do. And that's done. Basically, I got all the way to here. Now, I potentially might extend it. I do this every single time. Oh, actually, I might. See, guys, from here, yes, it looks massive. I will note. I will agree, it does look massive. Also, if you are new around here, please like, comment, subscribe. But that's the point. I want this thing to look massive. I want you to full on be able to build 20 by 20 bases in there. So I probably will. I will probably do it in between episodes, extended by another like 4 stacks. Because I do want this place to be massive, but at the same point, I kind of think it's a nice, perfect thing. And again, that length there will go down that way, so I probably won't. Also, guys, for anyone who has basically been pointing out, being like, hold on, dude, didn't you say you weren't going to permanently wear your netherite armor? Because, again, it is very strong. And in a non-PvP based survival thing where I'm not trying to survive hardcore, it doesn't really seem like the point. Yeah, I did. I very much did. Which is kind of impressive. See, and hold on, you know what? No, I'll basically get everything I need to make the lava farm in between episodes. And yeah, again, I'll get everything I need in between episodes and do it next episode. And I think I'm going to explore the end for a tiny, not the end, the nether for a bit. Also, guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 dogs need names. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cats need names. So feel free to drop some names down in the comment section below. Whoever does suggest a name, and if I do use a name, I will shout you out. But yeah. My snow comes. Oh, I feel so bad. Guys, basically, I dug this out at a decent height. And I completely forgot snow golems were down here, but because I still wanted this to be easy access, and still look somewhat nice, I basically made it symmetrical and just chucked 2 gates on it. Now, what this does mean is I don't have any layers to go mining for cobblestone. Well, not any easy ones. I don't know how long of the video, but it'd be right near the end. I missed diamonds when I came down here. Okay, I'm seriously blind. Hold on. Because I've basically come down here a few times, so not that often. Okay, from a certain angle, I probably would have. Because I've more than once mistaken iron for diamond. But yeah, so getting back to it, guys, the last, like, it won't be that long of the video, it'll be like the last 10 minutes. Because I think I ended up recording like an extra 15-ish minutes. And basically, it was just something weirder to record. And the only reason I'm doing it is to see if I can find dripstone. But I can't, and I don't fancy looking through a cave for that long. Like, granted, if I need to, I can find some. But yeah, so like it was just more of a weird thing to record. Again, you'll see the video tomorrow, but basically, I went in it full knowing what I was going to need to fight. And I was slightly wrong. It's a literal pain in the ass. But yeah, so it felt a bit more weird as reward, but like, because guys, basically, I don't like essentially filming one part of video in one day and then needing to film it next. Because it just, like, it always feels more weird to start than after you. Even though in that case it's not a video starting, it's a literal clip. But it felt a bit more weird, and I'm hoping the video does turn out fine, because as long as it does, I'm not going to be annoyed. Okay, what did take my torture spot? How much iron am I going to be smelled? A tiny bit. Do I have one that's already been used? Yes. Basically, something I do need to start doing is carrying one when I go to Nether, because I've more than once been knocked out in Nether. Best bit is, even if they do, like, you can't. And quite frankly, it's annoying having the dogs move around so much. I basically did experiment with basically using birch and then I think it was mangrove once here, but that looked a bit uglier. So we're going with this. And guys, I know I've dropped a few tiny bits of spoilers for Saturday's video, but it can fly in the Nether. Now, I have no idea whether I could fly a Happy Ghast in the Nether. It's not even that bad. Oh, sorry, Other Deer. My legendary dragon. Tigress, remember, it's not. I got here very quickly. That's it, wait. Tigress, remember, it's not blue eyes. Got... I don't know whether. I mean, we may as well while we're here. Whether my sword did have anything to do with that, but I'll take it. Now, I could bust in, or... Is that another one? Or I could just, go through the door. And I know this is a fortress I use every single time, because, again, the brick stairs are right there. But, like, guys, to me, like, one thing that I do struggle with YouTube-wise is basically remembering when I've recorded something and when it comes out. It is something that I do slightly struggle with, because I instantly want to go and be like, this, and this, and remember, and hold on, wait. I've not released that yet. I don't want to instantly be ruining the full video. I need to remember I've looted this place. This place is empty. Like, I'm not going to spend too long in here. Now, guys, suppose to add, say, additional things to this album, I'd want essentially an update where, like, you get new crafts, like, you get new power, like, you get new crafts. But I say, how the hell did I glitch myself into a wall? But like flying around the nether on this thing is just really cool. Now, can I use this thing for another thumbnail? Because, guys, basically, I used it for the first one when I first got it. I used it in the last one on the case of like we can fly. Now, I'm tempted. Can I also use it for this one? Guys, I'll be back as soon as I get back to another bottle. So, guys, I think I'm lost. And worst literal case of, and I'm barely still alive, and I almost lost Elder Deer, was defeated because it turns out when you are flying on the back of the thing and you go into lava, it sinks down into the bottom of lava. Meaning I had to go all the way down, try and hunt for the thing, and somehow still get back up. Lava, you're gonna stop. Now, without taking the easy option out, actually, hold on. If I don't take the easy option out, next week's video is gonna have to. So yes, guys, I am fully lost. Right, solved it. But honestly, guys, I did get lost. Like, I have no idea where I ended up. And I think I took a wrong left turn, then a wrong right turn, then followed by a wrong up, down, left to right, to backward or forward, a quicker turn up to left. Like, I completely have no idea where I went. Yeah, so I almost lost Aldia, which honestly would not be fun. Hey, we've had this thing for what, 3-4 episodes? Then we end up losing it 2 episodes later. Then we end up losing it 3-4 episodes later. No, we haven't. We've had it for like 3, including this. I'm sorry, LD. I am, honestly. We'll take a nice little quick night fly. But like, only open world, this just feels so nice out flying. Honestly, guys, if you've not tried to craft the Craftymon pack, I recommend doing the Craftymon add-on. Like, I honestly recommend doing because, all honesty, some of the most fun I've had in a while. Now, does it beat what fun I'm having on recorded sets between streaming and recording content? No, at the minute that's going to rise. Basically, for a good while, I was basically really enjoying Craftymon, and I couldn't wait to record it. But at the minute, I'm really enjoying Monster Hunter. Like, it's fun, exciting, and quite frankly, I'm loving doing it at the minute. So, anyway, guys, if you're new around here again, please like, comment, subscribe. And if not for me, for little poor Eldy, Eldy can be her name. We almost burnt her to death. But yeah. So, guys, this is Tiger signing off, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hold on, Hatch. Hold on. before I actually go. Thumbnail time. Basically, guys, this is Dr. Sign off. Hope you enjoyed today's episode again. If you are new around here, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.